What's going on, everybody? So today we're back with a wrap, this time at the shop. So we actually got this Datsun in. I believe, you know what, I'm gonna be completely wrong, so I'm just gonna throw a number out there. I think it's a 1991, 81, 91, I think, 91. Datsun. And so this truck was originally this like yellow with this gray, and the owner was actually kind enough to sand the whole truck down so that it would be smooth, because we're actually going to be wrapping and completely transforming this truck. So as you can see, it's not, you know, by any means a beautiful truck right now. There's a lot of stuff that needs to go into it. So we're actually going to be wrapping the entire thing. So everything you see here, that's this like gray / yellow, this yellow, all the way down to like the door handles. The mirrors have been taken off already. The interior has been completely stripped. We're gonna be wrapping everything. So like we're talking the door jambs, we're talking the interior right here, this yellow, this white's gonna be, I believe we're just rewrapping it white. The complete truck is gonna be transformed. The windows are gonna be tinted. So this is gonna be a whole project. We're actually removing the bed, which is gonna be something that, well, we haven't wrapped too many, we've wrapped trucks, but we haven't wrapped full trucks, so we've never had to take off the bed, and especially with this one where it's yellow, so it'll be really obvious if we miss a spot. We're gonna have to take off the bed, which we already unscrewed it, so like, you see it moving. So that'll be a cool little part that I'll show you guys. And we're wrapping it in KPMF. Let's see, where is it? KPMF, and I believe it's called Vengeance. Let's see. KPMF gloss Vengeance red. So this color, I'm not even gonna spoil it. This color, or sorry, I'm not even gonna save it for like a spoiler or anything. This color is like a beautiful red. It's kind of like as close as you get to like a ruby red, but under certain lights, it supposedly online, because for the most part it's red, but under specific lights it's supposed to be a little bit orange. So that's going to be really interesting, and I'm really excited because I've never worked with KPMF, so I'll let you guys know how it is. But yeah, I don't know, I've never worked with it, so hoping for the best. But this truck should be pretty easy, considering that all the panels on the truck are mainly flat, so we're not really going to have to worry about too many curves or overheating or anything like that. And then so we're doing the entire truck red, and then this body line you see here from the top here to the bottom, it goes all along the truck all the way to here to the top, and then if you follow it back, it goes all the way around the back of the truck. So that is going to be wrapped in gloss pearl white, which is going to be beautiful. So we're really going for that, like, did you guys ever see Cars? You know, like when Lightning McQueen gets the makeover and he's this like ruby red with the white wall wheels or tires and like the gloss white accent, stuff like that. That's kind of like the look I'm going for. Not the white wall wheels, but like just like that ruby red with like the pearl white gloss. I think that's gonna be like a really cool combo. So I'm really excited for that. This is gonna be sick. So I'll keep you guys updated. I think I'm gonna split this up into part 1, and then I'll do part 2. So part 1 is gonna be today. The truck's already prepped, so well, the last thing we have to do is just wipe it down to make sure there's no residue or dust, because it's been sitting in the shop. And then from there, we're gonna start laying down the first pieces, and you guys will start seeing it come to life as we start transforming it. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, so quick update. We just finished wrapping the hood, and I have to say, I've never worked with KPMF before. This is KPMF gloss, and we were honestly kind of worried because my buddy Jared has worked with KPMF matte before, and it wasn't the most forgiving vinyl. It would snap really easily and just give you more problems when you're trying to wrap. But so far this gloss has been amazing. The one thing I will say is it's pretty tacky, meaning like when you lay it down, if you let it sit for a little bit, it sticks, it bonds really well to the car. So if you're trying to it's good for the long term life of the vinyl, but in terms of installing it, it can be kind of tricky because if it gets stuck, if you pull it up, it can easily snap, or it can pull up the paint. So with this truck in particular, the guy knows, and we talked to him about like when we reposition the vinyl, if we lay it down, stick it, pick it back up and move it, it could pick up some of the metal or the residue because it's been sanded, it's not perfectly treated. I'll show you right now, like the paint has like these little specks in it. I'll let the camera focus. Has these little specks in it, and like it has like rock chips and whatnot. But I'll go ahead and show you right now. Like we already did, like I said, the first piece of the truck, and I really like this this color. So it's Gloss Vengeance Red, again from KPMF. And it's like a ruby red. It was the closest thing I could find to like a ruby red. I really like it. On camera it looks a little bit orange, but honestly it's like a deep red, and then under certain lights it changes color to like a little bit of an orange hue, which is why you might be seeing it. But like if I take a step back, like you can see it right there. And so I think the next piece we're gonna do is gonna be the roof. So we're already laying that out, but yeah, I really like it so far. We went ahead and wrapped the whole thing. It's very paint-like, and the truck has really nice body lines. So like these lines are gonna be really definitive, and so when the whole thing is wrapped, it's gonna look pretty awesome. So yeah, there's the update, and as we keep going, I'll just keep showing you guys the progress and kind of how we're doing it. But yeah, so far so good. All right guys, so what we're doing right now is the roof, which is the next part, and the main thing we try to do is we try to do this thing called glassing over. So basically what that is when you lay down the vinyl and you adjust it enough so that like you basically have two people on either side, you pick it up, I can't even see, you pick it up like this so that it's as like there's tension, and you lay it down using two hands like on each edge, so that basically it looks like it's already wrapped before it's even squeegeed down. Obviously like when it's curved you can only do that so much, but this is essentially what we're doing right here. And as you can see, like the entire thing looks like it's already been wrapped, but like in reality, like right here it hasn't even been pressed down. So glassing vinyl over is kind of what you want to do when you're first laying it down, because it makes it a lot easier, and it also prevents wrinkles and things like that. So what we're doing right here is, again, lifting it up carefully, making sure that it's even, you pull it down, and then you squeegee it in. So yeah, this truck is luckily it's a small truck, so every piece we do covers a large amount of surface area on the truck. And I think, like, you know, when we do this front fender, for example, it's not gonna be as hard as other vehicles, just because it's flat, you know? Like the whole side of the truck is very flat, and you get some trucks that have like deep flares, or that have like super concave lines and like all these different contours. And with this, it's just very straightforward, especially because it's an older truck. So yeah, it's coming together pretty nicely. We have Jared over here working on the roof, and I'm gonna help him out some more. And then again, like, old cars are usually a little trickier, just because they have these just weird lips and things you can't remove. You know, it's completely metal. So what we're gonna do here is we're probably gonna lay this in, heat it up, and then dip it, try to lay it in there, and then cut along the top line. So once we start doing that, I'll go ahead and show you, but for now I'm gonna help him out so he can piece this thing together. All right guys, so what we've just done here is we went ahead and tucked it in into this little groove right here, and then this was actually really tough, so we had to heat it up and then lay in the initial piece, cut it, and then angle the squeegee and then push it into this little wall right here, so that it would sit in there. So this is why older trucks are really hard to work on, older vehicles in general, because they have these like weird shapes that aren't perfect, and they're really hard metal, so like it's not like you can bend them or conform them. So we've gone ahead and wrapped the whole roof. We just finished tucking the vinyl underneath the weather sealing, and then this part is going to get trimmed right here on the body line, so you won't see this crease. And then we're going to go ahead and lay another piece right here that's going to go all the way there and then end right there. So car's coming, or the truck is coming along. As you can see, this side is nicely trimmed right there. Let it focus. Nicely trimmed, and make sure it's pressed down. And yeah, it's looking good. It's looking really good. I think this guy's gonna be really happy with what we've done once he sees the truck. But yeah, I really like this red again, and I think it's gonna look really awesome. All right, guys, so we're working on the quarter panel because we want to go for coverage over small little details. So what we did is, if you notice, there's still some backing on the bottom half of the vinyl. So what we went ahead and did is we pulled the top down. As you can see here, it's folded down. And we went ahead and actually, well, at first we used this line to tack it down, meaning to like stick it down so that we have like a place to pull from and it won't shift around on us. And then the next thing we want to do, we actually wanted to heat it and then pull it around this corner so that we make sure that we have enough vinyl for that corner and we're not playing around with it at the very end once the vinyl's kind of already done what it wants to do. Yeah, we went ahead and tacked down and did the top half, and then of course we're gonna come over this edge to the bottom of the base so that you don't see any yellow, and then cut it along the bottom line. And then the next thing we're gonna work on is, now that this top half is almost basically done, we're gonna start pulling the bottom down. And then what that'll do is it'll allow us to start pulling the bottom, like essentially what he's doing right here is he's heating it up and then he's pulling it down. So like he's glassing it over just like that. He's glassing it over so that you can get around these curves, and by having the top done, it allows us to have more flexibility at the bottom and essentially work with, like, it's almost like a brand new piece of vinyl, because there's no, this is already attached. So there's no like moving pieces or curves. So we're basically working with something new. So what he's doing right here is, again, he's following the body line and laying it down naturally. The goal is to not use excessive heat and to not pull it in ways it doesn't want to move, so that it doesn't either A, peel up on you, or like tear on you, or discolor, because that's another thing that can happen when you overheat it. And also keep in mind, sometimes people take the tires and the wheels off. You can do that, or what you can do is just make sure that the car is clean, and then just cut the tire insert out so that you're picking up less dust, and also it just makes it easier to work with, because when you have too much vinyl, then it just becomes really difficult. So yeah, we're gonna work on this quarter panel. I'll show you what it looks like once it's done. And I hope you guys so far have enjoyed the video. This is the process. There's a ton more steps that I haven't shown, but again, like making sure you take off the mirrors, you know, the locks. This bed, I think I've already mentioned it, is unscrewed. So like, you know, we're gonna move this so that we can get back there. Taking off the bumpers. So for this one, luckily the bumper is on the bottom. It's not super intrusive, so we took it off. Yeah, like there's a lot to it. You know, these seats are gonna come down, they're gonna come off. We're gonna wrap the back, and it's gonna be a fun little project. So I hope you guys are enjoying it so far, and we'll keep you updated. All right, guys, so we just finished the front quarter panel. This thing was fun to wrap. It wasn't super difficult. I think the tough part is always gonna be getting in here, because you have minimal space to work with. And yeah, that's always difficult, but we ended up being able to do it. We tucked it all the way in, went around the edge, made sure the corner's tucked, and went all the way down to the bottom. And then we make sure we always do, ouch. It looks uneven, but that's because the flare itself is uneven. But we made sure we did a clean cut all the way around. And then around the corner, we went all the way around, wrapped it nicely, went a little bit deeper on the corner so that when you close the hood, a lot of people forget to do this. They cut like right along here, but when you close the hood, sometimes you can still see yellow, like when you look directly down. So we went ahead and did that. And then we came around right here, and then we're gonna do an additional piece right here just to make sure, because this has a cover, but we're gonna wrap this red to make sure that even with the cover on, you don't see any yellow, since yellow is such a bright color. If it was black, it's more forgiving, but with yellow, it's a little tougher. So yeah, we're gonna leave it here for today. I'm gonna go ahead and put I'm gonna go ahead and put this hood down. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and put this hood down so you guys can kind of see. Oops, stepping on stuff everywhere. So you guys can see what it's starting to look like. But yeah, if you come around this side, you can see what the truck kind of used to look like. The yellow and the gray, the two-tone. Well, it's not really two-tone, he sanded it. It was a two-tone, but anyways, ignore me. This is kind of what it used to look like. Obviously mismatched, not looking too hot. And then you come around this side and you start to see it come together. Even with this light, it's still looking really good. It's giving that ruby red, kind of like a different shade. It's looking beautiful. So I think the red with the chrome wheels, I'm usually not a fan of chrome wheels, but these actually look pretty nice with the red. It's a nice little accent. And then keep in mind, there's gonna be a pearl white stripe running along here. And then the roof is partially done. We just need to do the pillars. And we wrap this, again, the interior of here. So we'll do something around the outside to get that covered as well. But the truck's coming together. I think the next thing we'll do is probably the next quarter panel. And then we might leave it there, or if not, we might just keep going, but we'll see. We'll decide that when we get there. But so far, so good. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys would wrap your car. And let me know what you guys think of this truck, because I know there's not too many of these on the street, at least that I see. So I think someone trying to preserve it and wrap it and change the color and give it its own flair is really cool. So, or not preserve, restore is the right word. So I was gonna do a part 2 of the video, but I decided to just join both videos. So what you're seeing now is about a week later, and well, we've gotten most of the truck done. We got carried away with everything we were doing. The shop is an absolute mess right now. So just go ahead and ignore that. But we've gone ahead and finished up almost like all of the truck. We got the windows tinted. We wrapped the entire truck. Right now, we've done all the door jambs. Like every single bit of yellow you see will be covered in red, except for that little piece right there, because it's gonna have a wooden panel. But yeah, we're doing every single little detail. And then as you guys can see, we even put the bed back. We removed the bed so that we can get in here and get full coverage. We're gonna go ahead and leave that middle piece the way it is, because you're not gonna see it. But we really wanted to be able to get in here and get that full coverage. So yeah, guys, you just, I mean, take a look at everything. It's coming along pretty well. We've done the entire bed, we've done the railing, the gas cap, the what's called the tailgate. We just have this little strip left to do. What else? We did the rest of the roof. We did the piping kind of on this. We did this back panel. We tinted this window. Again, the paneling on the interior with the door jambs. Going all the way inside for full coverage. We'll probably put a strip there. But yeah, as you can see, no details were missed. And then again, closing the door. Really like an amazing transformation. The paint on this, as you guys saw, was like yellow and gray. Like the body of the car was gray, so it was all mismatched, but really come together. There's gonna be a grill that goes here along with covers for the lights. So you're not gonna, hopefully you're not gonna see that yellow. So we're gonna have to test fit that. And then yeah, we went ahead and even did the little outline here. And you're gonna have your orange blinker covers going on there. And I don't know if I showed you guys, the interior of this. So we went ahead and went all the way inside. Full coverage all the way. So yeah, this thing, no detail was missed on this truck. Really an awesome, just complete transformation of the truck. I think the owner's gonna be extremely happy. And yeah, we're wrapping up the truck, literally and figuratively. And yeah, it's been a really awesome experience, because we haven't worked on a truck that's this old, kind of like a vintage, almost looking truck. It's definitely been a challenge, because I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but like, for example, these ridges are straight up just metal. Like, they're not super smooth, they're not clean. you know, it's been, I don't know if the right word is forged, but essentially it's been forged to this shape. So it's not going to be perfect, which has definitely been a challenge, but something that we've embraced. And yeah, I think it turned out to look amazing. Like, I really love the red. I'm really excited to see it in the sunlight. And yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys the final product. And then as soon as we finish this truck up, I'll go ahead and take some pictures and insert them in the video so you guys can check them out. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate your guys' support, and if you guys have any questions or comments, or let us know what you guys think. Would you wrap it this color, or would you not even wrap it at all? Let us know what you think. So comment down below, and again, thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.